Welcome back to another Designing Survivors. The voiceover I did for the last one wasn't the best because I didn't exactly follow a script, so I'm gonna try loosely following one this time and see if it turns out better. Last episode, the choices for the next designs were Bella and Blade. Blade won, so I'm designing her today. Since her and her pack were bred by humans to be guard dogs, police dogs, whatever, I imagine they would have bred her to have the ideal Doberman body. Slim but still muscular. And of course, she has a dock tail and cropped ears. I didn't give her any wounds or anything because since she was cared for by humans most of her life, they would have been there and cared for her and protected her from any harm. For the small amount of time her and her pack lived in the wild, she didn't get any major injuries that we know of. I think not giving her any scars or anything also makes her more intimidating because it makes her seem like she was strong and good enough at fighting that she could avoid getting injured. I decided on making polls to allow people to vote for what character they want me to design next before I did the voiceover for the last Design Survivors video, so I didn't get to explain in the video. For most of this series, I will be putting polls in the top right corner of the screen to let people vote for what character they want me to design next. You just have to click the eye icon and that should bring up the poll and allow you to vote. There will be times where I have a design I just really feel like doing or a design I have a really good idea for, so for those rare times there won't be a poll, but for most of the time there should be polls allowing you guys to vote. I've seen a few people give the fierce dogs collars, and I really like this idea because it separates them from the wild dogs, and it just makes sense their humans would give them collars. Maybe to even tell them apart, as they obviously weren't your average pet dog. I'll be giving each of the fierce dogs I designed different colored colors, because this is kind of the headcanon I'm going off of. I thought about Blade's color for quite a bit. There isn't much room for creativity in Doberman design since their marking and colors are usually fairly simple and similar. I finally decided on making her an all-black Doberman. I know almost everyone draws her with classic Doberman colors and markings, and that's how she's described in the books, but I just felt like doing something different with her, and I really do like how it turned out. If people draw her with a collar, they usually make it red, maybe black, from what I've seen anyway. I wasn't a huge fan of this and wanted to be a bit more creative than she's in the classic evil color. I finally settled on a darker teal color. But I decided I didn't like it a few days later and changed it to a dark blue off camera. So you'll see the final color I decided on her collar being when you see the finished reference sheet at the end of the video. While looking online at black Dobermans to see what color they usually have, I saw a few of them that had very orange eyes. You can see one of the images I saw here because I'm referencing it right now. This could be photoshopped, but I thought it looked cool with all black fur. It gave her a very haunting, intimidating gaze, which worked perfect for her. The headshot version looks a little odd, but I couldn't quite put my finger on what made her look a little whack. I really didn't feel like redrawing it just because something was slightly off, so it looks alright though. I don't really like the idea of fierce dogs having spike collars, because I feel dog collars with long spikes are fairly dangerous, mainly because they could poke a dog in the eye, and I doubt the people training the fierce dogs and caring for them would want their dogs having sight problems due to the collars. So I just gave her a studded collar instead of long spikes. It still gives them a tough look, but it's just a little less dramatic and crazy, if that makes sense. But that's what was going through my head while I was drawing her. While coloring the headshot version, I did forget to include her fang marking under her ear, so you'll see that in the finished reference sheet. Yikes, I had to add quite a bit off camera it seems. The speed paint was kind of all over the place though, so sorry. So there's my design for Blade. Hopefully you like it. I really didn't stick to her description or widely accepted design for this, but I really like it. As always, the finished reference sheet will be linked in the description to allow you to zoom in on it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave your vote for the character you want to see designed next. Bye!